If you missed out on the steep discounts during Prime Day, you may have another chance to cash in. Many of the same deals we saw in July are resurfacing ahead of Amazon's Prime Early Access sale. Joining us now with how you can cash in is Best Reviews' Jacob Palmer. Jacob, thanks so much for joining us again.
Thanks for having me again. I'm so excited to be back.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you back in studio. Just a little relief from daddy duties, right?
Yeah, well, just for a moment, but yeah, always here to talk big Prime events and, very excited to get into it, but always missing my daughter as well.
That's beautiful. Well, listen, we all hear about Prime Day, but what is this early access sale event that you guys have going on?
Yeah, and so this is the first year that Amazon's going to be doing this. It's the Prime Early Access sale, and it's basically giving shoppers a second chance at getting those deep discounts they might have missed in the summer. It's July, people are busy, they're on vacation, they're doing whatever. This is the perfect opportunity to catch up. And what's great about it is that there's so many different things you can take off of your list during this sale. You can get your holiday shopping started. You can get your Halloween stuff figured out, or you could just stock up on everyday basics. And either way, you can save a ton of money in the process. And Amazon is really trying to make this a thing, so they're rolling out a ton of deals.
I feel like this, for the everyday person, this is really great because, like you said, you could do all of your holiday shopping ahead of time.
Absolutely.
So let's start off with some of the Amazon products first. What do we have over here?
Yeah, so what's also exciting about this is that Amazon is rolling out some new products as well, some products so new that we haven't even gotten our hands on them in our testing program. But we did bring some, slightly older because they're going to get rolled out over the next week or so. But we've got the Kindle up front here. Everybody knows the Kindle. It is basically redefined the e-reader and how people consume books in general. And what's cool about the newest version of the Kindle is that it's going to have, for the first time, a stylus where you can keep your own notes in the book. So for people that always felt like they were missing something in terms of being able to mark up pages, you can now do that with the new Kindle. Very exciting stuff. Just behind that, we have the Fire Kids tablet. Obviously, parents want to maybe distract their kids, maybe get their kids to quiet down for a certain amount of time. The Kids tablet is a great way to be able to do that, but what's great about it is that it gives you extra parental controls, so they're not overusing it. And also, you can look at it, you can see it's wrapped in a super durable casing, so, kids are gonna throw things no matter how expensive they are. These aren't that expensive, number one, and number two, they're built to last, so you won't worry if it takes a tumble down the stairs.
Yes, which is that's super clutch because, like you said, kids are always dropping stuff, so that's kind of the thing you want.
The jelly will wipe right off of it, no problem. Hanging off of the kids tablet here is the Halo Band. It is Amazon's equivalent of basically like a Fitbit, where it'll keep your key stats about, how many steps are you getting in a day, how many calories are you burning, etc. And the new part about this that is coming out this year is they're pairing it with what's called a Halo Rise. And that's basically a wake-up light. These came into popularity a few years ago, and what they do is instead of having that, harsh cell phone tone go off next to your head at 7 in the morning, it has a light that you can set in different ways that will give you kind of a more gentle way of getting out of the bed in the morning. That light, the Halo Rise, will pair with your Halo Band, and you're able to then track your sleep stats. People are getting into that now as wellness becomes so important to everybody's day-to-day.
And that sounds really important because, first and foremost, like you said, sleep is super important. Now you can track that, but I like how they actually coordinate together. That's not always something you see in devices.
They work together, and it's so seamless because with Amazon devices, what we've always noticed is that if it's in the Amazon ecosystem, it's going to work great with other Amazon products. Another thing that's going to be on sale for Prime Early Access sale are smart plugs, and the smart plugs will go great with your Echo device, which is something, so you can say, Alexa, turn on this thing that I have plugged into a smart plug. All of a sudden your TV's on. You didn't have to find the remote after all. And so there's a lot of different things where if it's working together in the system, it's going to work well. An Echo device is another thing that Amazon is coming out with a new version of ahead of the big event. And one of the things there as well is when it's Prime Day, when it's Prime Early Access sale, they will always put steep discounts on the Amazon-owned devices, and to the point that they've already started these sales today. So even though the event isn't until Tuesday Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, they've already started with some deep discounts if you're looking to check it out.
Well, we've got our Amazon products covered now, but let's start over here maybe with some of the headphones that we see, something you can use every day.
Yes, and we've been covering Prime Day for forever. And so while we aren't totally sure about what's going to be on sale for Prime Day, early access, we're very sure that there's going to be something in this vein. So if you're looking for something along these lines, you should be able to find the right thing for you. Starting with the headphones. Headphones, always a super popular product over Prime Days. We brought today a Bose set, which has traditionally been on sale over Prime Day, big discounts. Really popular for holiday gifts too, because it's one of those things where it's really good technology, but maybe you don't want to splurge on it yourself. Getting it for Prime Day allows you to either buy it for yourself or get it for that person that's always had it on their list, and we love that. We also brought the newest Apple over-ear headphones. They're the AirPods Max. So a little bit different than the AirPods you see everybody walking around with. These bring that same ability to pair with your Apple device and get going that way with some more noise canceling, some more rich sounds, things like that. But it's from the same makers. We're not sure if those will be on sale, but every year Apple always has something for sale on the Prime Day events, and we really think if you have that person who's got that Apple device on their wish list this year, make sure you check out the Prime Early Access sales. Last year, I got my mom a pair of AirPods herself. Use the sale, held on to them in July, but this time, you can just get them ahead of the holiday shopping period. Super clutch, very easy to get that gift that person's always had their eye on.
Well, something else that you can always get, moms, maybe something like a vacuum. You have this little movable vacuum here.
Yes, the robotic vacuum. Expect big deals on the iRobot. We brought one from UEFI. The iRobot, everybody saw the news that Amazon acquired them, so, we could have one of those on this other table over here with the other Amazon products, because those are for sure going to be a big sale. And you were telling me during the break that you love to clean.
I do.
I am on the other side of that spectrum, and I do not like to vacuum one bit. But with these, you can just turn it on. It learns your house, so it knows where the stairs are, so it doesn't fall down that way.
Smart.
Starts to map things out, so it knows, and for my dog who leaves hair everywhere, we had to brush some off of the vacuum before we got in here. You got to make sure, and it'll know this is a heavier soil area, and it'll go through and pick everything up.
Well, from cleaning the house to fixing it up, how about some of these drills right here?
Yes, drills always a super popular item on Prime Day. We love, for the new homeowner, somebody stocking up, to recommend these Prime events, because there's always really solid deals on good brands too. So not only are you getting something that every homeowner, everybody who frankly is going to do any kind of DIY projects around the house needs, but you'll also get them at 20–30% off, and you'll start with just a really solid thing. Do they have the models that are going to be for the general contractor, or, are going to help you rebuild your entire house? Probably not. But for that person who is just looking to get started and just looking to build out their toolkit, it is an awesome way to get started.
Well, thank you so much, Jacob, for joining us here on Live in the Bay. We appreciate you giving us all the details.
Absolutely. And check it out. If you want to learn more, if you want to find the best deals, check out bestreviews.com/prime.
Wonderful. To learn more on these deals or to check out more great reviews, head to, like he said, bestreviews.com, and we'll also have a link on our website at liveinthebay.tv.